Managing multiple Argo CD instances can get messy fast. And then come the shell scripts, just to move artifacts across environments. And still, you don't have the full visibility into what's running where. I'm Dewan, I'm a developer advocate at Harness, and I've seen this story play out too many times. In this video, I'll show you how Harness CD and GitOps can simplify it all. So here's my setup. I've got 3 Argo CD clusters running 3 different versions of the same app: dev, staging, and production. If I open the Argo CD UI, you'll see the same picture, 3 separate Argo CD instances. Right now I'm showing the dev environment, which is tracking its own Git repo and manifests. Next, let's take a look at the prod cluster. Each environment, dev, staging, and prod, has its own folder of Kubernetes manifest in Git. Here you can see the deployment.yaml files and notice how the image tags differ across branches. So every time I promote, I'm literally changing these tags in Git manually. Now let me show how I promote from dev to staging. I'm running this quick script called promote dev to staging. It checks out the staging branch, merges in the dev branch, and pushes the change back to origin. Once it's done, the script just prints promotion complete. That's my manual promotion process, brittle, hard to audit, and honestly not scalable. Back in the Argo CD dashboard for staging, you can see how it's now picked up the new manifest. The staging environment is now running the same artifact that was in dev. To monitor how the deployment's doing, I usually fall back to the terminal again, using kubectl top pods and kubectl top nodes to check resource usage and cluster health. It works, but it's clunky. There's no unified view of app performance across environments, and frankly, I can't see how my artifacts are getting promoted across environments. If something goes wrong, I try to dig through Argo CD's UI to check the pod logs, but it's not exactly intuitive. Switching between multiple clusters quickly becomes a headache. At this point, it pretty much feels like one sysadmin trying to juggle 3 Argo CD clusters at once. Now let's switch gears and look at how the same workflow feels inside Harness CD and GitOps. I can either bring my own Argo CD instance or let Harness spin one for me. And I can choose between my GitOps reconcilers. Here's my Harness pipeline, which is going to handle artifact promotion across all environments. I've already configured reusable resources, my Git connectors, Kubernetes clusters, and all environment definitions. The deploy to dev stage is now running, and you see the pipeline automatically creates a PR in the release repo. The PR updates the manifest, and I'll go ahead and approve the PR right from Harness UI. Once merged, the pipeline kicks off an automated step. It creates a Jira ticket to trigger the Argo rollout process. Now I can see the Dev Canary app right inside Harness dashboard, complete with the deployment status, resource view, and application details, all in one place. Before we move to production, there's an approval gate. Here I'm doing a manual UI approval, but this could easily be tied to ServiceNow or Jira workflow. Next comes continuous verification that checks deployment metrics and logs against preset thresholds. Let's head back to the Jira ticket that pipeline created earlier. I'll change its status to approved, which signals the production deployment to proceed. And now the pipeline is deploying the same app across multiple regions, completely automated. Back on the Harness GitOps dashboard, you can see all of my GitOps applications and application sets in a single view. No context switching, no juggling multiple Argo CD UIs. Here's a look at the prod1 Canary app in the GitOps resource view. What I love here is how Harness visualizes everything, from pods to replica sets to services, all linked back to the same Git commit and deployment event. So I can trace what changed, when, and why without hunting through YAML. That's the power of Harness CD and GitOps. You can bring your own Argo CD or let Harness manage it for you. You get safe artifact promotion with approval across environments with no more brittle scripts. If you want to simplify GitOps and actually scale it, check out the link in the description below. Thanks for watching.